Is Captain America using the Infinity Stones against Thanos in Avengers Infinity War? And really just expanding on my previous video that I did about this, basically on how Captain America is really holding back Thanos in this one scene in Infinity War. So guys, I'm going to be really talking about how Captain America actually could be using the stones to be holding Thanos back. So if you guys want to hear my opinion on this, definitely make sure you guys stay tuned. How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and if you guys like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Avengers Infinity War, definitely consider subscribing below. Also, definitely turn on that notification bell so you guys can keep up to date with all my latest uploads. Also, make sure you guys definitely smash that like button if you guys like this video. And of course, comment below your thoughts. Do you guys think Captain America is using the Infinity Stones against Thanos in this scene? Or do you guys think it's just Captain America's raw strength that's holding Thanos back? Let me know down in the comment below. I want to hear your opinions on this. With all that out of the way, let's get in the video, Webheads. So as I stated before, I did a video previously on this same exact topic, and guys, I gotta say thank you very much for that. And that video just crossed 1 million views just a couple hours ago, so I gotta thank all of you Webheads out there. Thank you very much for pushing that video. That is a crazy amount of views. I can't even wrap my head around that, but enough about all of that. Let's really talk about a little bit more on that. Not really talking about this whole Captain America thing. Obviously, what I said in the last video basically was just that Captain America, he is able to hold back Thanos in that scene because he's Captain America. That's just his raw strength. That's really just the directors and the filmmakers really just saying, this is it. This is the last stand. This is the evil and this is the good standing off right here, right now in this scene. And that's why Captain America can hold him back. But of course, I did think about this a little harder, and I saw a lot of the comments on the video, and a lot of you guys were like, there's absolutely no way that Captain America can hold him back. Thanos is just way too strong. And I do agree with most of you guys. I really do. Don't think I'm just pushing away the fact that Thanos is incredibly strong. Thanos is like a Hulk level strength, and Captain America's nowhere near that strength, especially when you got the Power Stone in the Infinity Gauntlet already. That's a lot of power behind that. That's the most power in the universe if you really think about it. And in my opinion, there's going to be more than Infinity Stones in that gauntlet than just the space and power one. There's absolutely no way that those are the only two stones. So I'm really going to be talking about my side theory on this. This is not my main theory. I think my other video is a little more dead on, but this one I think is definitely a side theory where this could happen as well. More than what I was saying in the other ones where people were saying that the Mind Stone, he had the Mind Stone or he had the Soul Stone within him. He doesn't actually have an Infinity Stone within him or anything like that. Instead, I think it's actually going to be something else where I think that as he's grabbing the gauntlet, maybe he's actually using the power of the Infinity Stones, kind of like Thanos is, and he's using it against Thanos. That actually could be happening. I mean, if you really think about it, whoever wearing the gauntlet actually is using that power. Well, if somebody's holding the gauntlet too, that means that they probably have the power as well, right? I'm thinking that you'd actually have to be able to actually touch the gauntlet to actually absorb some of the power. So maybe that's what Captain America is using against Thanos in this as well. And I think that actually makes a lot of sense if you really think about it, because there's no really set thing of where you have to put your hand in the gauntlet to actually absorb all the power. If you just touch the gauntlet, or like Captain America is in the scene, he's having both hands on the gauntlet, maybe he's actually absorbing some of its power. And him being a super soldier definitely would make sense that he can actually hold some of these Infinity Stones, especially when you look at someone like, say, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is really just a sorcerer, and he was actually able to hold the Time Stone. He wasn't even the Sorcerer Supreme at the time. So someone with just a little bit of superhuman abilities obviously is able to actually hold one of these Infinity Stones. So I'm thinking that actually Captain America might be able to as well, and that's what the director's actually showing in this shot. So maybe that's why he can hold him back. This is the last stand. This is him saving the entire world. He's holding the Infinity Gauntlet back so Thanos doesn't get the Mind Stone from Vision, because as we've seen in previous trailers, Vision is very weak. I don't know why Vision is going to be super weak in this entire movie. I can't imagine that he gets hurt that bad fighting off Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight in the beginning of the movie. That he's injured throughout the entire movie. That wouldn't really make sense to me, but something must have happened to him where he's either say sick. I don't even know if Vision can get sick, but there has to be something wrong with him, because if you just look in this TV spot that they released, Vision looks completely out of it, and Scarlet Witch obviously is kind of holding back some of the Black Order members from getting the Mind Stone out of Vision, so maybe that's what's going on here. And if you really look at in the Wakanda battle, you can see Scarlet Witch and Vision talking to each other, and Vision is on the ground. It looks like he's just completely out of it. It looks like he's very weak, and I'm wondering why that is. I'm thinking that it definitely has to do with something that happened with the Black Order, and it just looks like Vision is very weak and something really happened to him during that battle. So I'm thinking that's why Vision can't really stand up for himself and actually fight against Thanos and use that Infinity Stone against him. So maybe someone like Captain America comes in and miraculously grabs the gauntlet and uses that power against him. The only thing that I would say that's really going to be against this theory is that if you look at back in 2011 with Captain America the First Avenger, if you look at, say, the Red Skull when he held the Space Stone, it kind of looks like the Space Stone took him over and he wasn't powerful enough to actually hold the Space Stone. Because if you look at, say, like Loki, he can hold the Space Stone no problem in Infinity War, and he's actually of that power level. So obviously someone like Red Skull is going to be just as powerful as, say, Captain America, so that's the only thing going against this. But of course the gauntlet could be shielding Captain America from the Infinity Stones and making the Infinity Stones not really project onto him, but instead project on his enemy instead. And obviously, as we learned from the Collector in the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the Power Stone alone, if you are not powerful enough to actually hold it, you're gonna burn up, you're going to blow up, as we've seen time and time again. So I'm personally thinking that if Captain America is actually holding the Infinity Gauntlet and the Power Stone's actually in there, which we do see in the trailer, that is definitely confirmed, if he wasn't worthy enough to actually hold the Infinity Stones, he would have actually blown up right there. So I think that he actually is going to be worthy, and I think there actually is a possibility that he is using some of that power against Thanos, and maybe they're both fighting for that power. Because if you really look at Thanos' face in this shot, Thanos looks like he's struggling. Whether people say it or not, I think he is kind of toying with Captain America at the same point, but I think he's actually putting a little more pressure than he actually thought he would be. I think at first he's just kind of putting light pressure on, and then he finds out that Captain America is stronger than normal human beings, and then he's putting a little more pressure on, and maybe this is when Captain America starts to absorb some of the Infinity Stone energy and is using it against Thanos, and they're kind of going back and forth with it. That, of course, is just a theory of mine, and it could definitely be true. It could be completely wrong. I personally still think it's just Captain America being Captain America and protecting Vision, trying to save the world. That's what I personally think. But don't get me wrong, guys, I do think he's gonna die right after this. I do have a video on that if you want to check that out right here. But guys, that is my video on Captain America holding back Thanos and how he's using the Infinity Stones against him. Let me know down in the comment below if you guys think this is actually happening as well. Do you guys think Captain America is using the Infinity Stone power against Thanos? Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear all of your opinions on this. Also, make sure you guys definitely smash that like button if you guys like this video. Of course, definitely consider subscribing to Webhead so you guys get more videos on Captain America and Infinity War going forward. Definitely consider turning on that bell notification so you guys can keep up to date with all my latest uploads. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alrighty, Webheads, if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, definitely consider subscribing right over here to Webhead so you guys get plenty of videos on Captain America and Avengers Infinity War going forward. Definitely turn on that bell notification. Also, make sure you guys definitely check out my social media links in the description below so you guys can follow me on various social media networks and check out the 2 videos below me. I think you guys would really, really enjoy. But thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.